You don't need to wait.
Hello.
Hello.
On the plane.
We made it. Mom doesn't know how to use anything.
We actually haven't made it anywhere. But on the
We
plane.
made it.
You make it sound like we're in Dublin.
No, we're on the plane about to leave to go to Dublin.
My headphones were a little loud.
She's like screaming with them in her ears and she could just take them out.
Shout out to Maxwell for driving us here.
Yeah.
We got you a gift already.
Free
Free blanket.
Not giving him this cheap blanket. Our flight's at 5:30. We arrive about 11:30 our time, which will be 4 o'clock their time. And then apparently we're starting our day.
We got breakfast at...
It won't even be open.
It opens at 6:30.
Oh, jeez.
By the time we go through customs and Uber. All right, time to pick a movie.
We're about to get there. We're about 30 minutes before we land.
It's been a long flight.
Yeah, I think it was like, what, 6-hour flight?
Katie fell asleep 4 times.
I did. And I'm still going to be exhausted because we can't check in until 3 o'clock at the hotel. But we are going to get breakfast when we land.
Just have breakfast.
That nasty The plane food is always so bizarre. Like, everything is always extremely mediocre. There was tortellini, a very strange red velvet. It wasn't even cake. There was like less than a centimeter of cake at the bottom. Yeah. It was not good.
It was a delight.
And a very dry roll. But better than nothing. Yeah. Dad found butter. I didn't use butter. There was, and then water in a strange cup.
The water was nice. It was nice cold.
But it was in a weird container.
I'm so thirsty for some reason.
I know, I am too. I should have gotten juice. Oh, it's time to wake up. It's funny, we just landed in the Dublin airport. And when I went on a school trip here, it's all coming back to me like 10 years ago. We sat right over there. This is the hotel that we're staying at. We're on this cute bridge. It's, oh my God, there's so many birds. It's funny and it's facing me. It's funny in Dublin at 5 in the morning on a weekday because there's nobody out and there's just a bunch of birds everywhere and it's kind of like a ghost town with people driving around. Let's see this very tall stick. Not sure if it's relevant. There's the Oscar Wilde statue. A random man that we don't know who it is.
1700s.
Oh, someone from the 1700s. This is where we just stayed because it's basically the only place that's open at this time. And it was pretty good. We made it to Christchurch Cathedral. It's hard to say. But very pretty. When you first look at this statue, I did think it was actually a real person. It's very pretty.
This keeps going, huh?
This street looks so cool with all the brick buildings on the side. We're in the Aaron sweater store where they have like every single pattern. It's cool how many different stitches there are. But if you have an Irish last name, then there's probably like a sweater knit associated with it, which is cool. Like a blanket or a scarf in it, or a sweater if they have it. Our next stop. The weather here is crazy. It's like sunny one minute and then it's raining the next and then it's sunny again. I mean, it's only sunny for like 2 seconds. It's mostly cloudy, but. All right, we made it to the Guinness storehouse and you can see in that little dome thing up there a bunch of people because it's supposed to be a really cool view from up there. All the horsies are lined up on the side having to stand in the rain. So I figured I would show the hotel room. So we have 2 different hotel rooms. This one is going to be my parents' one because it has the single bed in it. But it looks pretty nice. It has exactly what it needs. It looks nice and clean. And then you go into the bathroom and for whatever reason the light is not turning on. So that's not a great sign. But it has a good sized shower. Has what it needs. Maybe I'm just using the wrong light. And then it looks like it has a safe and a closet and there I am. Oh, and I also wanted to show my outfit too, because you'll see it in other clips, but just for Ireland today, I wore this cashmere sweater that's from LL Bean, and then I wore this like flannel over it, and then I have my Levi's, they're like the dad baggy jeans, and then I have these sneakers that are also from LL Bean, and then I'm wearing the same jewelry for the whole trip so that I don't lose anything. But yeah, that was my outfit for today, and it actually was kind of perfect for the weather because it was pretty chilly. All Alright, so it's not the best lighting, but I wanted to show everything that I got so far today. It's around like 6 o'clock-ish, and we just came back to the hotel and fell asleep because I basically had been up since like 8 o'clock yesterday morning. I slept for like maybe an hour or two on our 6-hour flight, but still, we were all so exhausted. So I wanted to show what I got. So this store, I think we're gonna go back there later because I want to try on the sweater. But I got this cute little keychain with this little sheep with the little scally cap on, which I think is very cute, and I'll attach it to my bag. And then I also got this hat, which I've been wanting, like a white winter hat, and then it also is fleece lined on the inside and wasn't a bad price. I think it was like $20, and then we also had 10% off. And I'm wearing a sweater tomorrow that's a similar color, and so if it ends up being cold enough, I might wear that with my outfit. And then I also got this shirt for my boyfriend. And what is this brand called? Peter Millar. It was like randomly in one of the stores. I know that at least I've heard of this brand, so I assume it's because of him. And I got him this like golfing shirt, and it has little like kind of like martini glasses all over it, and then it has embroidered on it Ireland Trade Dublin Mark Original, and then it says like 1922. So I thought that he would really like that. I got that for him in a size large. And then I think the other thing is, let me see if they ended up packing up the magnets, because I don't want to like unravel a bunch of stuff. But yeah, they're not too packed, or at least this one isn't. So this is a little Dublin one I got that has the 3 little clovers dangling from the bottom. And then, yeah, I don't really want to unpackage these all the way because they're protected. But if you can kind of see, I got a little Guinness one. And I got one from the Temple Bar, which you really can't see well in the bubble wrap, but it's like the Temple Bar outside part. And I think that's all I got today. So yeah, we're gonna go back out for a little bit and get some food, and then we'll probably go to sleep. And then we have one more day here to do like a museum we're doing tomorrow, probably shop around a little bit, and then then we're flying to Italy from there. So all right, we made it into the Trinity College area, and it is really pretty in here. This is the store we're headed back to, so I can get this cute hat and this shamrock necklace I want to get. We ended up finding this dinner place called Box D's. I think I'm gonna get the fish and chips, but this is their menu options. It's a video. What did you get? I forget what it was called.
Gallagher's spicy.
Oh, it was like buttermilk chicken or something?
Yes.
Yeah. And then I got the fish and chips. Yeah. All right, we're looking at the dessert menu. I think we might be thinking the cheesecake and the ice cream sandwich to split, but we're kind of both debating if we both just want to get the ice cream sandwich. This is where we just ate, and it was delicious. I would highly recommend. And then our hotel is literally right there where there's the M. I forget, what is it called?
The Morgan.
The Morgan.
The Morgan Hotel. And
the street looks so cute, all lit up at night too now. And all the horses lined up. They're probably cold. He's in the video. It's around 10 o'clock now, so we just got back from dinner, so we're just gonna kind of get ready for bed and chill for a little bit, and then try to reset our sleep schedule by getting to bed like a little bit early-ish. And I think I feel tired enough to actually sleep, so that's good. But I wanted to show a few things that I got while we were out. I got this hat, which doesn't look good with the flannel I have on because it's too many different plaids going on, but I thought this was cute because I kept seeing the scally caps and I wanted like a girl's kind of version of one. So I got this, and then I also got, it's from the company Solvar, and I got this little sterling silver clover necklace, which I think is really cute too, and it was from the store that I showed a clip of earlier, and I can double check what the name of it is too. But yeah, lots of fun. I'm gonna get to bed, and then tomorrow I think we're gonna do a museum in the morning and then get lunch, and then we're gonna get on the plane to head to Rome next. Ta-da! These are the Morgan breakfast options. So you basically either do the buffet or you pick from this list of options that you can actually order. So I did the buttermilk pancakes with everything on the side. All right, my outfit for day 2, technically day 2 because I'm not counting the first travel day, is this Irish wool sweater that I actually got at LL Bean. Same jeans from yesterday, the Levi's. I think they're like the baggy dad jeans. I have also, again, my white sneakers from LL Bean, which I'm going to be wearing every day. And then I have, oh, can you see it? And then I have my new hat, and they're distracting me. We're on our 2-mile walk to get to the museum, and it actually ended up being good to walk because we're able to see a lot more stuff from walking.
We're almost there. No, it's 2 miles.
Yeah, it actually felt a lot shorter than that. And we're now seeing too, from looking at the map, that things actually are a lot closer than they look like from the map, and it's pretty accessible walking. Their crosswalk signs make so much more sense than ours. It goes red on top, yellow, and then green to actually walk across, unlike ours, which are like white when you can cross and then red when you can't. Across from the museum we're going to is this cute little park that we're gonna walk at. I think it's at like the Irish Museum of Art or something when we first walked in. This area is so pretty. We made it to our museum that we were walking to, and it's really hard to pronounce certain things, so I don't really know how to pronounce it, but that's the sign. That's the little entrance to the park that we just walked through, which looks cool from over here. It kind of looks like a castle. There's this little exhibit area before we start our actual tour. And Seamus. I guess this cap was used by judges when they were giving the death sentence. Kind of scary. There's an old courtroom in here, and then they have the old stairs to go down. Very cool. Here you can actually see it a little bit more. All right, we're starting our tour. All right, we finished our tour at the museum. It was really good. The tour guide was great. It was very interesting, very disturbing, obviously, because it's a political prison place, but it was interesting, and there was a lot of, like, I don't know, he gave a lot of interesting information about it. And now we're on our way to Old Town to go get food for lunch. It's called the Old Spot. Old Spot, apparently. We made it to the Old Spot. This is the menu at the Old Spot. I'm thinking the gnocchi probably I'm gonna get. Apparently, it's a Michelin star restaurant.
What's happened? They've gone downhill since then.
No, they have a bunch of them for every year.
Oh.
Looks like someone else would
I forget what that even was. This was some salted caramel, crema, marshmallow thing. What was this?
Try that.
What is it?
It's bread pudding.
Oh, yeah.
Something or other.
We've had a slight mishap.
Turns out 6:30 doesn't have an AM and a PM in these European countries.
So we thought our flight was at 6:30 p.m., but it actually was at 6:30 a.m. So now we're frantically trying to figure out how we're gonna get from Dublin to Rome. Seamus has looked up various options,
Including London.
No, we're gonna try to fly to Naples and then take the train from there to Rome, hoping that the seats are still available when we get to the airport. Otherwise, apparently, we're gonna drive off an
No,
island.
driving isn't an option. It's a 26-hour drive.
Oh yeah, no. So that's what we're hoping. It's not nothing. We'll miss our everything.
No, at that point, just wait for the 6:35 Ryanair flight tomorrow.
Yeah. But hopefully that doesn't happen. We shall see. But we're on our way to the airport now. We found this out when we were eating at that nice restaurant.
The Old Spot.
Yes, Seamus was joking around that the flight was actually in the morning, and then it was. Very
It was
sad.
no joke.
No,
It was real.
it was real. I wanted to update on various facts we learned at the Kilmahan prison. We don't really know how to say it, but it was interesting. I didn't know what it was about before we were actually going, but I guess it was like a lot of like political prisoners, like revolutionaries in Ireland who didn't want to be under British rule anymore, and a lot of them were like actually executed there, and they showed us the spots where they were executed, which is disturbing. And then they said it was also like petty crimes and things, and they said like a really long time ago, like in the early 1800s, they would also have like children prisoners there because they didn't used to separate kids from adults. So they said there was like some 8-year-old girl who had stolen a cloak and she was there for like 5 months, which is insane. But yeah, it was really interesting, and I got some good pictures that I'll insert in, but you weren't allowed to film during the tour. The tour guide was really great though, and it was very interesting.
He's Joey's long-lost cousin.
Yes, he looks just like Cousin Joe for some reason. They had the same exact mannerisms and everything. It was very strange. Updates to the fiasco.
Put that away. Put that away. That's insane.
We missed our flight to Naples by 6 minutes. So now that no one is yelling at me anymore for filming while everyone's in crisis, we figured out our plan. We're taking a flight tomorrow at like 6 o'clock, somewhere around then, and then we're probably gonna miss our Vatican tour, but we can still kind of like go to the Vatican, see it from the outside, and do a few other museums and stuff there. So we're staying at a hotel close to the airport in Dublin, and then we're gonna fly out in the morning instead of flying out tonight. So it didn't really affect all that much, but it was confusing because the flight was 6:30, but they obviously use like military time, so if it says 6:30, it means AM. It does not mean PM. But oh well, things happen when you're planning a very long trip. So it all still works out how it's supposed to. We decided to go on a little adventure near our hotel that's near the airport. So it's Malahide Castle and Gardens. It's closed right now because it's later in the day, but you can still see all the outside. And this is just part of it as we're going up. That looks like a little cemetery and this kind of cool building here. Looks a little spooky with the birds on top. And Mom is trying to find a bathroom, even though it's closed, so I'm not sure that's gonna happen. But they have like an actual store here also that's selling like regular brands of things. This is another cool angle of it. I don't really know what I'm looking at, to be honest, but
It looks like ruins of a church.
oh, which I guess would make sense in the cemetery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the cemetery.
Mom moved the sign so we could get a better picture. But the castle looks very cool. Definitely worth coming here, even if it's like after it's closed, if you only have a certain amount of time in the day. Because like the actual park and stuff is just very pretty too. All right, before we leave Ireland, let's recap. What were the highlights? What were the things we did that were definitely worth doing? What were the things we did that weren't worth doing? If we did anything that wasn't even worth doing.
I don't think so. Well,
Yeah.
not checking the flight.
Yes.
Maybe.
Slight error in planning. No, but everything else, I feel like everything that we showed that we did was definitely worth it. I liked where we stayed. I definitely think if I were to come back, I would do, if I was going to do in the city, I would do some like pub crawls and going out at night just to like get that experience. And then, oh, this will be a good picture. I need to take this. I know. We can edit them out though. And then what else would I do? Oh, and I would love to stay in the countryside, do some like seaside hikes on some cliffs and stuff. I think that would be cool. But for the short amount of time that we were here, it was definitely cool just to do like Dublin and see like the city and stuff. We just went in here called Boots because I guess it's their most similar thing they have to CVS, but they didn't actually have like food and stuff. So it's definitely a little bit different. It has more like beauty, hair care, makeup and that kind of thing. And now we're walking around this little mall. The plane is flying over. To add to the crazy day that we're having, we're currently across the street from the hotel, but it's like a highway in front of it, and we realize there's no crosswalk. So we can't actually get to it after walking 3 miles to get here. So we're gonna have to figure that out. We're at the hotel restaurant. We did in fact make it across the street. We just ran across the highway.
Famous, just in case Dad sees it.
All right, and I think I'm gonna get a burger. It's the start of day 2, and now we are walking to the airport in the dark at 4:30 in the morning, and we woke up at 3:30. I'm not, relax. We made it to our gate. This is a deceivingly very big airport. And when we walked off, I wanted to film it, but they would have yelled at me. But there was like a, I don't know, we were basically in like a Nordstrom with all like the makeup places and like designer things. And then they had like a bunch of chocolate places and stuff. And it was a tropical temperature in the
security checkpoint. It was so hot because I'm dressed for Rome. And it's cold outside here and I was sweating. But we made it to our gate, so now we're just waiting to get on our flight. We're preparing for takeoff on our Aer Lingus flight going from Dublin to Rome. Woohoo! We're almost landed. I slept. Ugh.
Did you know you need to put your seat up for landing?
I was making fun of Mom doing a weird voice and it came out of nowhere. I only got like 3 hours of sleep last night. So that was another 2, kind of, if you can count it.
You think you got another 2 on the plane?
Maybe.
Wow. I didn't get any.
Oh, yeah, no, I definitely fell asleep for a lot of it. And I missed seeing the Swiss Alps as we flew over. But it honestly looks kind of cool down. Maybe I'll show it. Hello, Seamus.
They weren't just the Swiss ones.
What were they?
Italian ones.
Ooh, Italian Alps. Who knew that existed? Ooh, and the French. Somebody's dome piece is in the way, but you can kind of see out there. It wasn't really actually on the way. Share the story of what happened.
Did you know that you don't both go in the passport checkout gate at the same time? Non parlo Italiano.
No one thought you spoke
I do not speak Italian, so don't yell at me in Italiano.
Mom couldn't figure out how to scan her face. My passport scanned in. So I went in, and then we both got trapped in the same scanny thing, and then the lady was screaming in Italian. It was pretty good. We did arrive in Rome. Apparently they have this new process of getting through where you have to scan your passports regularly like you normally do, but then you go through this super long line to scan it again. And so it took forever to get through, and people were saying there who had been here before that it didn't used to be like that. So that was a bit chaotic, and luckily we were not in a rush to get anywhere. But now we're waiting for our car to go to the hotel, which is like, I think like an hour away or 40 minutes away. We made it to Rome, and literally every city, or not every city, every street that we go on is so pretty. Not even like the main tourist attractions, because the buildings are just gorgeous. We're walking to get lunch right now. I don't actually, what's the name of the place, do you know?
No, I don't. No,
But
it's a trattoria.
it's so pretty. This is where we're supposed to get lunch. We're just waiting 5 minutes. We made it to our first Italian restaurant.
There's the name.
Dad's wine pour. I got the tortellini. Mom got spaghetti. Not sure what Seamus got. Looks like some kind of chicken. And Dad got the fettuccine. Oh, it looks so good. Everything is so pretty everywhere we walk. It is so pretty to walk around here. Everything is pretty. And there's a ton of these trees. I don't know what kind of tree they are, but they also look super pretty. I cannot get over it that everywhere you look, it's just gorgeous, minus the construction. This building is so pretty. I'm kind of at an angle right now, but we got some good pictures earlier. It literally looks fake. There's so many little like alleyways with little stores in them and some restaurants and stuff. It's very cool walking around. There's this cute little market with a bunch of like food stands and stuff. We're walking through the market. The bird's eating the stuff. Some little trinkets. So much pasta.
I didn't know if Dad wanted a block of cheese for the hotel room.
Is he a mouse? Okay, we think this is the restaurant that the guy recommended last night at our hotel in Dublin. So we'll definitely have to go there. Seamus's big head and a big building. We're at this well-known gelato place. We'll test it out, see if it's any good.
Old Bridge.
Old Bridge.
Old Bridge Gelato.
Old Bridge Gelato. I got my ice cream. I don't want to spill it because I'm holding a white sweater, so it's not the best video, but it is delicious. Update on the gelato. It was absolutely delicious. And I got the chocolate, and it tasted like actual chocolate, not like when you have our kind of chocolate ice cream where it's like, it's chocolate ice cream, but it tastes like something else. Like, it almost tasted like melted down chocolates that were frozen. It was delicious.
I had blueberry and black cherry, and it was delicious as well.
And the
John
one
had coffee flavored.
and also
whipped cream.
a good touch. It was delish. I wouldn't have thought to just get whipped cream on my ice cream, but it was good. We're in the Vatican area. It looks cool already with these giant columns, and we can't even really see anything yet. Such a cool view. There's Seamus on a mission. We're right outside one of the entrances to the Vatican, and it just started pouring rain, so we're hiding under this. Hopefully it passes quick. We are currently taking a very long journey back.
Bike trail?
Yeah, I saw that when we were walking over it. All right, we're basically traversing the entire city at this point, but there's always more cool stuff to look at. We're walking down this kind of shopping street, which I think is more like the luxury shopping, and we've popped into a few stores so far. We just passed by this restaurant, and it has all these cool statues on the inside. It looks so cool the way the palm trees are reflecting off the building. We're getting towards the end of that street that we were on. It is very crowded in this area. Some pretty steps with a pretty building on the top. It is pure chaos.
It is Kate.
Oh, it is?
Do you want to walk over and get a picture there?
Look at all the people down below. It's so crowded. It's such a pretty view from here. We're up top of the Spanish Steps, and you can see down to like the shopping street and stuff, and into the distance of some of the cool buildings. I forgot to show it, but apparently we got Roman style pizza, which is very thin, and it's delicious. This was the pizza place we just went in. It was very delicious, and they had a ton of other stuff on the menu too, so I would highly recommend it. This is the leather shop. I just got my keychain. We're in Miu Miu. I'm trying on these. Yeah, they're cute. They're kind of big for my face a little bit.
They look bigger in the picture than they do
In person. So many good options.
Four, please. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Those little car things are cute. I got this banana chocolate tiramisu. Let's see. Ooh. I'm gonna test it and see what I think. The verdict is it's delicious.
You can't have them all.
They gave the tiniest spoon for the biggest thing.
Oh my god. That's very fresh banana-y.
Yeah, it's delicious.
You like bananas?
I love bananas.
Oh.
Alright, I never actually officially said what my outfit was today, so I got this matching set from Boot Barn, and then I got this from PacSun. I got it from the brand Addicted, and this is like spaghetti straps, and since we were going to the Vatican, I put the little cardigan over it. Alright, our first day in Rome is complete. I'm gonna shower and get ready for bed. And then tomorrow we're going to the Colosseum, and then we're probably gonna walk around and stuff after, so keep you updated. Breakfast at the hotel. It looks pretty good, but no, there's kiwi and pear juice, and then also orange juice, so I'm gonna try that. And oh, I didn't see that little chocolate croissant that Dad got. I'm gonna have to steal one. Little desserts also. There's chocolate croissant missing because I ate it. Quickly before Seamus yells at me, it's day 2 of the Rome tour. It's day 2 in Rome.
Did you need a banana tiramisu?
No, not after all that. Oh my god. Anyway, here's my outfit for today. So I have this shirt, which is from Brahmi, and it has a built-in bra underneath it, and it's just a little tank top.
And then I have Seamus! And then I have this linen shirt from Athleta. These linen pants from Abercrombie. My shoes I've been wearing the whole time. Oh my god.
15 pocket Scotty vest.
It actually is pretty nice.
Has my
I got this from Amazon, this from Amazon, this from Amazon, this from Amazon.
That's not even your sunscreen.
in this pocket keeps my phone. This pocket.
Why you have an accent again? Phone. We haven't even
What?
been anywhere where people talk like that.
Best family trip ever in Italy.
We're walking to the Coliseum now. Today's video should be a little bit better because yesterday I was operating on 3 hours of sleep, so I didn't really get as many videos and I was very overtired, but I'll try to film some more stuff today, and I think the Coliseum should be pretty cool and come out pretty good in videos too. Current view while we're walking, so pretty. A good travel tip here is to wake up early and walk around because it's still kind of cool out and people don't really seem to get up until a little bit later because the streets are basically empty right now. And what time is it?
8 o'clock.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
you
not
could
even
get up
that early. Yeah.
You can get up at 5 or 6 at the light of day and see stuff. Oh yeah, church day.
Yeah, but I don't know how many tourists are here going to church. I think people just aren't up. This road is so pretty, and this is literally how all the roads look here. Every single road is just gorgeous. Coliseum in the distance behind this ugly pole. Coliseum. Looks cool.
Working out in this area.
What do you mean?
I'm just trying to go for a run.
It's a little chaotic, but it's pretty. We walked to the Coliseum. Now we're walking to a different part of it, and then we have actual tickets to get into the Coliseum later. But it is a little bit strange here with there's super long lines to get into everything, but it's never clear if you have a ticket where you should go versus if you don't have a ticket. And we hear everyone being like, oh, where should we go if we have a ticket? So no one really knows, but there's no signs or people to ask. So that's a little bit chaotic, which you think that they would maybe have sorted out because it's such a huge tourist area. But Three Stooges. I'm sitting outside waiting for this entrance to open. It's Palatine Hill in the Roman Forum near the Coliseum. And I think it's like a half an hour until it opens. The Palatine Hill area. The birds are chirping. That's very cool. They have some very giant, beautiful trees. One of them, Shay said, was called a stone pine.
Stadium?
That doesn't sound right.
Sounds like it.
Apparently, this is a cypress tree. A cool fountain. And we're gonna go up those stairs, and there's some classical music playing in the back. Look at this view. The tour walked by and said that this is a tomb of a famous archaeologist who worked on this area for a long time. So that's pretty cool. It's menacing. Whoa.
Going, and they said this would make more.
Spooky underground restaurant we're gonna go to, and you can see them making the pasta inside, and then you have the people over there making the pasta. Warm bread. Their little plates and stuff are so cute too. Mom got the same ravioli dishes. Seamus got some unknown pasta, and Dad got some kind of fettuccine. Delicious. The desserts we got, I forget what it's even called, but they look delicious. Right, we made it into the Coliseum. It's very crowded and no one really knows where they're going, but it's very pretty. Into the arena part of the Coliseum. Whoa, that looks sick. It looks so cool. See if we can see down below. Go over to what's called Circus Maximus, which is like a different arena separate from the Coliseum. And I guess this could be false information, but I think this was used more for sports, and the Coliseum was used more for the gladiator fights and stuff. Oh, Seamus is providing information. This was for chariot racing. I don't know if that got into the last clip, but it kind of makes sense based on looking at it. Walking back now, there's this really pretty town square that we just went into with all these awesome buildings and statues. Stopped to get some pizza and drinks at this cute place. Freshly squeezed orange juice. Shay got an Aperol spritz. Apparently, the pizza comes unsliced, which is a little crazy.
She's drinking the picture.
A little Aperol spritz. Let's see how this goes for Seamus here. This pizza's about to be ripped up into smithereens. Okay, so we're in this vintage store, which I'll show when we leave, because I would definitely recommend it. The prices are good. Obviously, this looks crazy, but I'm being lazy. But this I really, really like. I think it's cute. It's a little mesh shirt with polka dots and like a navy blue color. And I'd probably wear like a little white tank top under it or something. But I think I'm going to get this because I really like it, and it'll be easy to pack because it's nice and thin. So this is the next thing. I think this is just too big for me, so it kind of swallows me up a little bit. I do really love the cute little buttons on it and the color of it, but I don't think it's quite right. I think it would have to be like a few sizes smaller. Alright, I tried on this skirt. I'm a little conflicted about it. I kind of like it, but it goes like down to right above my knee, which I don't know if that's too long. It's kind of like a felty denim material, but I'm going to think about it. This is a maybe. So I'm trying on these red pants. They say they're from this brand, like, I don't even know what it is. Ferrucci, made in Italy. They fit me kind of perfectly. I'm just debating. I might actually get them. I think they're kind of cute and fun, but they're definitely a little long. Like I would have to maybe just roll them up on the bottom or something, but I'll think about it. Not sure. This is the vintage store we just went in. It's kind of hard to notice from the outside. Me and Mom have gone off to do some shopping. We went into that vintage store and I kind of forgot about filming, so I'm not sure I got the best clips. And then also the like dressing room situation there was extremely small and cramped and chaotic, so you couldn't really see anything I was trying on. But I ended up getting the red pants because they were only like €8, and then I got the polka dot top as well, which I think was like 15, which wasn't bad. So we're walking around to find the other shopping area, and then I think Mom might get a suitcase, and then that'll probably be the last things that we do tonight. But
To the rooftop bar.
yes, until we probably get dinner at the rooftop at the hotel. Filming got progressively worse as the night went on, but that's where we just ate, literally directly across from the hotel, because we were all super tired and just wanted to get something quick. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it definitely was, but I feel like we could kind of tell by looking at it, it probably wasn't going to be great, but it was convenient. It was kind of just like regular food that you would get in the U.S. Like the pizza was just regular, but it wasn't bad by any means.
So it is important to know that you need to go to certain places that are recommended and more traditionally Roman.
Yeah, you definitely do. But if you want something quick and you stay at this hotel and you don't like the selection like we did, you can go there. It's our last full day in Rome. I got off to a slow start this morning. I slept through breakfast, and then I was gonna sleep through the Pantheon, and then I decided that we're only here one time, so I should just get out of bed. So that's where we're walking to right now. It's 70 degrees today and supposed to not be sunny, so it should be like perfect weather. And it's Monday, so hopefully there'll be less people everywhere. And I feel fine now that I'm up and going, but I went to bed kind of late, so.
And we're approaching some really cool carvings on the side of the building up there.
Ooh, yeah, I see it.
Put them in front of me.
Walked to the Pantheon. We're walking past the Trevi Fountain, which is super pretty. This place looks like it has melting chocolate, but it's really just water. We haven't been in this area yet that we're walking to get to the Pantheon. We made it to the Pantheon. The lines are extremely long, so we'll see how this goes. The line seems to be moving quick, so hopefully dress code, no singlets. Inside the Pantheon. Very cool. Lots of different paintings and details, columns. This is cool. All right, updates on the Pantheon while we're walking to our next destination.
Shay, there's a car coming through.
not the best time to do this. But we waited in line. It moved super quick. It was only like 5 or 6 euros to get in. And because we couldn't get them online in advance because they wouldn't take a US credit card. But that's definitely worth it to do. Also for the dress code too. A lot of people had shorts on and were going in even though it said you couldn't. So
That looks really cool.
Oh, it does.
I hadn't noticed that.
So not that I recommend wearing shorts, but if you had them on and you really wanted to go, they might still let you in. Apparently this is the cat cemetery. Don't really know a lot about it, but it looks cool. Okay, it makes a little bit more sense now that we actually see cats in there. Can you see it? Where did it? Oh, see, it's moving. There's a cute little kitty in there. It's like the exact color of the stone though, so it's really hard to see. They're way closer. Cats right here, so cute. They're rolled up in a ball sleeping. So I guess this makes more sense as to why it's the cat cemetery, although those cats are alive. Update, Mom may be lying about it being a cat cemetery and it being morbid for no reason. It might just be a cool looking place with some cute cats in it. Because this is not giving us any information about this. This is the bakery we're about to go to. Ooh, it looks so good. That's what I got. Which looks so chocolatey. And that's what Mom got. Mom is ruining the beautiful dessert. Nom nom. We're in the Jewish area of Italy, one of them. And that's where we just got stuff from the bakery. And there's this cool building as well. So many kitties.
That is so beautiful with the flower.
Alright, I'm in the elevator. We're taking a little break going back to the hotel room. My legs are very tired and I need to chug some water. And then I think we're gonna find somewhere to eat lunch, probably go to this like lemon gelato place that we passed by earlier, and then see what else we do. There's this cute intersection with all these cool statues on the corners of the building. Here is where we're going for lunch. We're gonna stop in this store.
OVS.
OVS, whatever that is. I've never been in or heard of this store before, but it kind of, this is like their activewear section, but their other stuff kind of reminds me of like, kind of like Forever 21, like a little bit more inexpensive and okay-ish quality. I like these little tank tops. I might get that pink and orange one. And then this set too looks pretty cute. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like the neckline of it, but actually it kind of looks like in this store they have a bunch of different brands actually, because I think I just wandered into a different brand that has some pretty cute stuff. I've never heard of this brand, but their stuff is so cute. A lot of cute crochet things. That's what I'm thinking of getting. They ruined the nice ball of cheese before I could take my video. We also got the Roman style meatballs. I got the carbonara. Shay got the ravioli. Mom also got the carbonara. And Dad got whatever this is that he was instructed not to put Parmesan on. We just walked up a pretty big hill, but there's a really pretty view, so it was worth it. We're walking out on this pretty overlook with this man playing music. At least it's finally not very old American music. Oh, it's blinding though. More chocolate ice cream. We got gelato. At this place, you're gonna drip chocolate on me. Get that away.
Terra gelato.
Mom took us. She was like, I don't want to go that way. We just went. That was so scary. So she proceeded to take us into a much scarier area that was actually scary.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. But it was fine.
Was it?
I mean, you were panicking, but it was in fact fine. We just got way off the beaten path, and it was a lot of people like lurking around and stuff. But now we're back, and I'm gonna go back and get that dress that I showed earlier, the white one.
Bye for now.
Mom hates shopping. We got back. We fell asleep because we literally shopped till you drop. It was almost 30,000 steps today. And I'm blocking Seamus sleeping in the background, but I wanted to show my outfit that I wore today because I didn't this morning since I
woke up and rushed to get ready for the Pantheon and ignore all the stuff in the back. But I have this outfit that I wore. I got this when I went to the Azores last summer from a brand called Stradivarius, which we don't have in the US, but I had seen different people on YouTube shop there online. So it's just this little matching top that's kind of like a peplum style, and then these loose pants. These pants ran so long. My mom was kind enough to do the like sticky tape that you iron on to hem them, because they were way too long for me. But yeah, this was perfect for today and super comfy. So now I'm gonna shower, maybe eat the rest of the tiramisu that's in the fridge because I don't feel like going and getting food. And that's pretty much it. And then this was our last full day in Rome. Tomorrow we'll wake up, eat breakfast here in Rome, and then we'll get on the train to go to Florence. Our last day in Rome. This is my very random breakfast that I'm having. Oh, and the bird is cute, but hopefully does not try to eat my food. And we finally came up to the little rooftop deck part of the hotel that I hadn't been up to yet, and it's super cute, and it's nice and shaded, so even when it's hot outside you can still be up here. Up to the very high part of the rooftop deck, which you get kind of an awesome view up here, and you can sit up here if you want to sit in the sun. Actually, right now it would be totally fine to sit in the sun because it's still kind of cool in the morning, but this is so pretty. There's the spiral staircase. Okay, we're getting packed up before we leave for the train, so it's more of a casual outfit today since it's mostly traveling and then just walking around in Florence when we get there. So I have this little tie linen top from the brand Levity. I have my white tank top underneath, which is from Brandy Melville, and then I have these little capri jeans that are from Abercrombie, and then I'll wear my white Converse I switched over to because my other ones were giving me blisters. But yeah, we have, I think, a few more hours before our actual train, so we're just gonna pack everything up and get going.